Hi. No hole in my pants because I wore another pair of pants that I do own.
Good job.
I have pants. But
We make money.
We make money. We can afford pants. But I always have the black ones on Mondays because they're clean by then.
Oh, yeah.
But I will toss the dick hole pants.
The dick hole pants.
Dick hole pants.
The good old dick hole pants.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Yeah, welcome back to episode 135 with me, Ilias.
And me, Robert.
And you're listening to the Sketchbook Heroes podcast.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, totally gonna add lasers. Not.
Noises, sounds.
With our mouths.
Yeah.
With our mouths in post.
Pew, pew. Yeah. Yeah.
Audio vision.
Kind of. Like, do you guys enjoy the videos? Or, like, should we stop doing the videos?
Mm-hmm.
Please, let us know.
In the comments below if you are on YouTube.
Yes. Also with the like on the like button. Because so far, it's not really going all that well. Or like...
Yeah, but we've never put time in on YouTube.
No, we haven't really pushed it out. But,
yeah.
I mean, if you're listening to the podcast now, you should know, at least by now, that we do have the YouTube up and going as well. If you don't, now you know.
Also, I'm more of an audio guy, so I'm with you.
Yeah. I am more of a YouTube guy, actually. So
he's with you. No.
But yeah. No, I would really like to know because it is a lot of time
to edit
and put it all together. And if nobody's watching, it's definitely not worth it. And I will definitely just stop and sell the camera because that's also good money. But yeah, how have you been?
I have been good, but let's not talk about that because it's like I've done nothing interesting.
Of course you have. You've done so many things.
Exactly, but they're part of this episode later on.
Okay.
So I just like the stuff that I want to talk about is like tools.
How was the getaway?
The getaway was good though. Like we took in at a hotel, a local one, and it was basically empty except us.
Fantastic.
And yeah, we rented the pool for 1.5 hours, and then the kids just went crazy.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. It was good.
I'm jealous.
Was very good.
I'm very jealous.
The pool was cold though, and so was the weather. So we got there, we were cold, and then you jump into this cold pool. Not a great combo.
Ah, okay.
Thank God for the sauna.
Was it so it was an outdoor pool?
No, it was an indoor pool, but still not great. Because you came in and you were frozen, and then the pool, like it wasn't cold water. But it was, you were cold, so the water wasn't, like, heated, in that way.
Yeah,
so No.
Mm-mm. Okay.
I could have skipped that part, and it would have been awesome.
But still, getaway.
Getaway, kids had fun.
Good.
Win.
That's all you need, I guess. So that gives you more time to do more your type of stuffy.
Yeah.
Whatever that means. Yeah.
What have you been up to?
Me, I have done absolutely the same as you, I guess, apart from in the pool and the cold and all that stuff. No, I've been creating a lot more this week, so I will also get into that more further along in this episode. But yeah, just getting a little bit more time with myself and the hamster, and I don't know, trying to get back into just wanting to create again. Mm-hmm. So yeah, that's been my mission this week, and it is working. So that feels good.
Awesome. Like it is really important, and like you said, it shows when you are in, like when you take the time to create stuff. Like it gives you something.
Yes.
That is like you can't put your finger on it, but it does something.
I think it's just like a little bit of a, like you can tell in the mood or maybe energy.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it just. But, like, of course, today I'm super tired, but all of last week was
Mondays great. In general.
Yeah. It's the worst day of podcast.
Always dead. Yeah, it
that's
is.
why we do it.
But I don't think, I think we've recorded on Wednesdays, and that's just wrong. You know what I mean? Like, it's just wrong.
Yeah.
So
Monday is
Monday is podcast day,
Yeah, for sure.
And with that said, thank you for listening. Thank you for writing a review on, your local podcast app to tell other listeners or viewers that we're awesome. Also, check out our at Sketchbook Heroes on Instagram and YouTube and sketchbookheroes.com maybe. I don't know.
Everything. Everywhere.
Yeah. And if you have questions or anything you want us to talk about on the show, send them to hello@sketchbookheroes.com.
That is hello@sketchbookheroes.com. Yes.
Cool.
Intro song.
Intro song, go.
Go! There it goes.
Artists of the world unite. Step out of your comfort zone into the danger zone.
They loved 80s cartoons, even with beards and tattoos. They haven't changed at all. Failing sketchbooks every night, getting better with each line. Sketchbook hero, imagination burning. Sketchbook hero, sketchbook hero, pick up the sketchbook hero. They don't seem to have any line. Sketchbook hero.
Awkward silence, and we're back.
And we're back. Always awkward. Never silent.
Exactly. Never silent, always awkward.
Yeah.
Very good.
Sex tape.
Stay safe. Thanks. You snuck it in there.
Yeah, I did. That's too easy. All right. So you had this idea.
It's terrible. I regret everything.
Of course, that's how this normally goes.
Like the last episode as well.
Yeah.
Like it was more of a drinking game than it was community.
Well, so
Both. It was both.
from now on, let me have all the good ideas. All right.
Okay.
No, but you had an idea of tying this into the previous episode.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
how do you sort of how do you go on? Like, sure, communities are great, like, both mentally and like for your project, if you have something to sort of inspire you to keep creating, and get
what happened
new
to
ideas.
your voice, by the way?
I don't know. Just
you just become super raspy.
I don't know what happened. My voice just, yeah. And I haven't spoken today enough to I don't know what happened. Yeah, I just feel it as well. There's a bubble somewhere along the way. I blame the Coke.
That was cool. It's getting this whiskey gravelly type.
Nice.
Yeah. It's I'm so hungover.
Definitely not what happened.
The thing about community. Yeah, but
yeah, I don't know what happened.
I had to.
But yeah, how the fuck do you go on building a community? And I think a powerful tool is having a niche.
Yeah.
Or niche, if you want to say it wrong.
Which one is it?
We don't know. We don't care.
Know.
We're going to look it up and then correct everyone. But yeah, we don't know.
No.
We don't care.
No.
Niche.
Niche. From now on.
From now on,
That's the right way to say it. Yes.
If we're wrong, though, tell us.
Yes, please let us know in the comments below, like Ilias said.
Or in the review on the podcast app.
Yeah, what's a good rhyme with review?
Niche.
Yeah.
Niche. God damn it, I said it.
Niche.
Niche.
You son of a niche.
Son of a niche.
But yes, niches in general, I think it's
So what is a niche? It is a category, I guess, of something. It can be a product, a job, it's just, I don't even know how to explain it. I'm not going to look anything up today. I'm just going to free solo. But basically it's if you only do fan art, that's a niche. You know what I mean? If you only do Naruto fan art, that's even deeper down this. It's a smaller niche. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you can do that because I think doing everything, nobody searches for artists that does everything. You know what I mean? You're looking for specifics. Usually when you have a problem, you don't look for all the problems solved, please. No, you search for specifics. And that's why niches are so powerful. Both for getting people to find you, the people that you want to find you. So it is a really good idea to sort of discover what you enjoy doing.
Yeah.
And then just doing a lot of it.
And that will automatically become your niche.
It is your niche basically as well. Like if that's all you post, you know, because I know that I like this. I was going to say Inktober, but October when we were doing Inktober. It really opened my eyes to how powerful this tool is, and it's so dumb not to utilize it. And I'm totally with you. Like anyone who at this point, like, but I don't want to draw the same thing over and over. You know what I mean? Like, or you know, stick to the one thing. The thing is, you don't have to. The only thing you need to stick to is what you post on Instagram. Instagram shouldn't define you entirely as an artist. You know what I mean? But it's the one thing that you know will get you clients or, you know, will get eyes on your project. You can have one of those other Instagrams where you post everything if you want to. But I choose to sort of like, I'll post 80% of the ink stuff. I'm burning stuff apparently because it looks exactly the same. And, and then just, you know, post the digital stuff a bit less, you know, but still post it. I'll do it whenever I want to, but I just will post it more strategically because I know it's not going to perform well because that's how the internet works, but it won't affect the way that I create things. Yeah. So I'm not going to let my followers, for example, like tell me what to draw. So I'll draw whatever I want and then post, you know, as like I feel like and strategically. So I think it's like if you want to draw people to your whatever, it is really good to find something that is searchable, I guess. Yeah. I think that is the power of like a niche, I guess. Yeah. And you have a niche without thinking about it too, in fact.
Yeah. We just talked about it earlier, and it didn't really occur to me until we did talk about it, and you broke it down like, because I asked you what...
Yeah, what the fuck is the difference
between...
How
do you define like a niche?
And a style, because I think that's what you said,
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yes. And, But so me being the portrait and poster artist that I am, that is my niche. Like, and that is the only thing that I feel like drawing, more or less. Sometimes I do it digitally. Sometimes I do it with like traditionally with color. Sometimes just black and gray. Whatever it is, it's still always in the realm of pop culture portraits, something connected to sort of movies or just fame in general, pop art, pop culture art. Yeah. Iconography.
Yeah,
also.
My voice is just no. You come to me this day, my daughter's wedding. God damn it! Like there's no power in it at all. I'm just
maybe this is gonna boost our listening ratings. Yeah, maybe I should.
So there's not like two high-pitched dudes, just like, "Hi everyone, this is Sketchbook Heroes." It's just
but now it's more like the grandpa and the grandchild.
Listen, young Robert,
youngling. Yeah. But
you've also split up your accounts back on the niche thing as well, because you have a tattoo account.
Yeah, I noticed real quick that posting tattoos on the art Instagram did not fly. Yeah, that was not what people wanted to see.
It's so weird though. Yeah, because it's such a cool art form. Yeah, that kind of gives the variety, like you know, like it. But people don't want variety.
No. They do not. Like so that was the first within the first month of starting to post tattoos, it was immediately just like, nope. I need a separate account. Yeah. So that's when I just branched out and did Huckleberry Rob was the first one I did.
Oh yeah, I remember that. But it's the same account, right?
Yeah.
But you just changed
it to Tattoos by Rob now.
Yeah.
Smart. Yeah. And that was like available, which was crazy.
Weird.
Well, there's underscores in between, so.
But that one wouldn't make sense to have in a word. Like it would just be hard to read.
Yeah, exactly. It makes more sense having it that way. I prefer it that way. The fuck?
The fuck, yeah. We're hearing a car inside our studio.
That was super weird.
Yeah, it felt super close as well. Like just above us. Like
that must have been super loud outside. But and even going back further, like just talking about niches, and this is something that I keep talking about in the shop. But the one thing my master, the tattoo teacher, told me when I started tattooing was, Robert, you should niche yourself. And what that meant was I needed to sort of choose one style of tattooing that I wanted to go all in with, whether it's like portraits or old school or tribal tattoos. Who knows?
Yeah.
But in the same way that you've sort of explained it just earlier, so people would find me easier. Because then you would know to go to Rob for your old school tattoo, because that's what Rob does.
Yeah.
Or like Joanne in Huckleberry now, he only does this mandala type ornamental
And that's
stuff.
the thing, yeah. People love
Everybody
that shit.
knows that he is like the guy to go to now. He does more or less only that all the time.
Yeah.
And that was what I definitely didn't want. So that's like the one thing, the first thing my master told me, like, you need to do this. And I was like, nope.
You shot yourself in the niche.
Yes, I did.
It's the worst.
It's so bad. So fucking bad. Oh my God. But now it's paid off. Like with the way that I always say it, like with ice in the stomach, as long as you like chill the fuck out and just do what you do, it will work out eventually. Yeah. So maybe in the beginning I wasn't like super popular, but you could come to me with any type of idea for a tattoo and I could definitely help you. Whether it's like, well, maybe not super advanced color tattoos now, but almost that until like the simplest text and everything in between.
Yeah, you've always been open to like
Everything.
the butterflies and bullshit and tribals. Like you've never judged anyone.
No.
You know.
And I don't think I've ever said no. I think the only time I said no was like an 18-year-old kid came in and he wanted to have Cobra written under his eye as his first tattoo. I was like, you know, have you really thought about this?
Cobra.
But apparently that's some sort of like gang. So, yeah, we don't do gang tattoos, unfortunately.
That's where the money is, man.
Yeah.
That's where the money is.
And also I said no to a Hells Angels dude in Sydney. So that's the 2 times in my life that I can remember saying no to a tattoo.
Should have done it, though, and misspelled it. Just made a pun out of it. Like,
exactly.
I don't know, like,
and then left the country.
Yeah, of course. Because you don't live in Australia.
Yeah, Hells Angels is not a thing anywhere else. Please don't kill me. Yeah, so for me, it's always been, like, I guess my niche is more, like, being kind and friendly. But I don't think you can call that a niche.
No. But if you know the tattoo industry, and if you've ever gone to a tattoo artist and sort of gotten a very, very dry sort of, you know,
attitude, or
yeah, you kind of are in a niche.
Yeah,
like one of the tattoo artists that can reply normally to questions and be kind and say hello when you arrive, like that shit, like just like basic human, you know, like. Kindness, just like, you know, the normal, like the minimum requirement.
Yeah, like that's the way I see it, at least. Like there's no effort in this.
No, but that's what I mean as well. But it is such a hard thing to come by.
Yeah, but it's actually funny. Like the more we've talked about it, because you do remind me constantly of this, and thank you. But the more and more you do that, I do sort of tend to listen to what the others are doing. And well, Nelson is an exception because
he was nice.
He's
when
always
I met him,
really cool. You can just never hear what the fuck he's saying.
Nah,
because
it's not important.
He's a mumbler. But when I listen to other people when they're working, it's like they're so focused on doing the tattoo, like the perfect tattoo, which you should be, of course. Jesus Christ, it's a tattoo. But that feels like, you know, it really takes over everything else, and they just forget that, oh yeah, there's a person that's here.
Yeah.
Just listening to the machine go, like, you know, or Robert talking.
And I'm also talking, but I'm also talking about the time before the tattoo. Oh. Like even there.
The land before time.
Like I took my wife to get tattooed for, I don't remember if it was her birthday, I think so. And the tattoo lady, my wife's like, oh, I want this letter and I want this date, you know. So there was like the letter C and then the date of her sister. And this lady's like, oh, I hate doing text tattoos to my wife. That's getting a text tattoo from her. Like that's
how you
not her problem.
That's how you get work.
Yeah, that is like, that's great for you. Then why did you say yes to this? You know what I mean? There are a bunch of like it's a simple tattoo.
So she'd already booked the appointment.
Yeah. We were there for the tattoo at that point.
Oh my
That's
God.
when she says it.
That's insane.
Yeah.
That's fucking insane.
Mm-hmm.
Because I thought that was like when you were booking.
No.
the tattoo.
Because then we would have gone somewhere else.
Exactly.
This is like my wife has taken, a day off from work to go get this tattoo. And this lady says, I don't like text tattoos. Like, I don't care.
She couldn't have waited until after.
And not said it when we were there?
Yeah, exactly.
And
like
said
when,
it to
when
everyone.
you left,
yeah.
that's like, I fucking hate doing those.
Yeah.
Like, that's a normal thing.
No,
tattoo
no.
business.
I wasn't surprised.
No.
Because this is not my first tattoo artist that I've met.
No.
But it is just such a fucked up thing.
And who hates doing text tattoos? It's the best practice ever. It's so easy. It's like, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
As long as I don't have to
the
customize
thing is, it didn't
the
take
text.
long either.
No,
you know what I mean?
that's
Like,
the
she
thing.
made a C,
It
a
takes
letter
like
C.
10 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my
I
God.
think it took like just below an hour just less than an hour to do, with the with the stencil and everything. But
pisses
it's
me
just,
off.
yeah, such a.
That's a douchebag thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
But that's a normal tattoo thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
Which
That's
is-
why I'm saying that you are an exception in
Yeah.
your field.
But does that make me like that? The way I am is not like niched still. Like it's
No. But the thing is,
really-
it's not a niche.
No.
A niche is more of the thing you do and you're known
yeah,
for.
exactly.
Like,
yeah, like
so.
yeah.
But if we were talking about sort of, if people could be like, yeah, niche would be what you do, like the tattoo part of you.
Exactly.
So yeah, not the way you are.
No,
You're just awesome. So
awesome. Thank you. Thank you.
Mhm.
Oh my God.
Compliments.
Yeah. Oh my
Soak
God.
them up. We have them on camera.
I can't do this.
Yeah.
Ah.
But I think that the more you can sort of niche, the easier you'll find your crowd, because everyone's worried about, their following and not having enough fans. And the problem, I think, is that when you go to people's pages and you don't fucking know what the fuck they're about, you have this, like, I do this, I'm a videographer, I'm a photographer, entrepreneur. Yeah, exactly. And then
Always.
it's just like fries, burgers, with your iPhone.
Yeah.
You have nothing that kind of sort of like your bio does not match your photos. You know what I mean? And sometimes you just have emojis as a bio. And, the thing is, you need to be clear about who you are and what you are on your account if that is your main goal, to build a community and have the right people find you. If you're a general artist, no one searches for general. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
it is it took me years to realize this as well, that people, when I search for stuff, I'm very specific. And I always try to be extra specific so that I can avoid all the other noise, on Google.
Yeah.
So that's why I think like just building yourself as something searchable is super important. Like tattoos is too wide.
Yeah, of course.
Illustrator or like artist, too wide. Artist can also mean, like performing artist that sings and, plays the guitar, drums, whatever.
Yeah.
And dances. So it is really important to sort of be specific about the kind of artist that you are and try to sort of like find the one thing that you excel at and maybe push that a bit more.
Your niche.
Your niche.
Yes. I was gonna do a unagi, but with niche. No.
Niche nagi?
Yeah. Or like unishi.
No.
Just doesn't work. Yeah. I take it all back. Okay. So now we've rambled on about niches.
Mm-hmm.
What's your niche?
Ink drawings, apparently.
Apparently.
Not chosen by me, chosen by you fuckers.
Yeah. And that's also interesting.
Yes, because you get to the point.
Sometimes you don't even choose your own niche. It's
Yeah, I
just-
think so. I think
you
so. People just
you
find
get
something.
labeled.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I just did that for Inktober. And, every now and then.
Well, I mean, in all fairness, you have pretty much done that for almost 2 years straight now.
Oh, now,
Yeah.
yeah, because it went so well. And
Yeah.
it was like a great developing, like art-wise, I developed
So you
a
got
lot.
caught up in your niche, I guess. Like, I mean, you still enjoy doing it.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
it's
yeah.
like your thing.
Of course.
But also the attention must have fueled it as well.
Well, the first...
because
I
was
guess
like,
it didn't
it's going
start
well.
Yeah, but
then
it didn't start going well. Like, that's the thing. So I kept doing it before it was cool.
Mhm.
So I guess that is how you find, like, that's how you should find your niche, hopefully.
Yeah.
You know, like find something that you truly enjoy. And then it caught on Inktober, because I started doing it just before Comic-Con, I think, 2 years ago. And then after Comic-Con and after, like, maybe Inktober 2 years ago was when it went okay. Like, it wasn't great, because afterwards it fell again, you know.
Yeah.
But it was fun. And that was the important thing. And there still is, like, a lot of room for improvement.
Mm-hmm.
So it is, like, a grateful thing to do, especially when I get tired of the digital stuff. You just go over there and start drawing really fast, because the digital stuff isn't fast in that sense.
Oh, yeah.
So it is really nice to make these full illustrations. And then every time you're like, I'm going to do this for the next one.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm going to make this a little better. Next time I'll draw the perspective like this or something. So whereas the digital stuff, it's like I did a thing.
It's done.
It's done. Yeah. Like, there are still things like I can do this for the next one, but I don't have a next one, because it's not a theme. It's not a niche. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's a head. It's a body. It's a character.
You're not continuing the story.
Yeah, exactly. There isn't
a
red thread through them all, basically. No. And it makes harder to come up with new fun stuff to do. Whereas the ink stuff, it's just like, ooh, I'll do this. Now I'll burn it on wood, you know, and just keeps
evolving.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I'll tint it. I'll do this. Like, there's a lot of stuff within the same thing. And I think that's a really good way to sort of develop your style as well, that we've talked about a lot.
For sure.
But do I only want to do that? No. But that's why I have the strategy of how I post it. I'll do all the things exactly how I want to do them, but I painted digitally this weekend. I didn't post any of it, you know, because I wanted to post the ink and burning stuff.
Is that bad?
What?
Is that bad?
It's that bad.
Yeah.
It was actually really bad, but it was really fun as well.
When is it not ever really bad?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. Yeah, it is.
Always.
Like,
yeah.
you gotta, like, that's why I try not to hold off on posting, except, you know, like, I'll take a better picture tomorrow, I'll hold off. But it's better to post it now, because you're not going to want to post it in a month. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's going to suck. Like, you will be.
But that's also, like, that's so interesting as well. Like, because for anybody else, it's going to be the exact same whether you post it now or in a month. But for you, it's like deteriorated in, like, it's, what do you call it? Like, freshness or.
Yeah. There's like
it's just shit.
You start seeing your mistakes.
Yeah.
Like,
and then, you know, wait long enough, it is only that shit sandwich that you talked about last week.
Last time. Yeah. Really, really emphasized that shit.
Yes. Just pushed it in everybody's mouth. Here you go. Shit sandwich.
I know. You've already given me 4 bites.
Yeah. Keep eating it, bitch. I mean, Mitch.
Mitch. Niches get stitches, bitch.
Yes. Yes. You totally threw me off.
Something about the
something
freshness of the artwork.
And speeches.
Something. And speeches. And sneeches.
And stitches.
Totally lost
it. But that it deteriorates over time.
Yeah.
And the more you look at it, it's just like, why the fuck?
But I have trained myself to still post things.
Yeah.
Because I know there's an appreciation. Appreciation from my community.
Yeah.
And I think when I do lives, for example, I'm like, ooh, I fucked up there. And they're like, where? And I'm like, never mind.
If you don't see it.
Yeah, if you don't see it, then I didn't.
What are you talking about?
Yeah. No, but basically that. And I think that dragon piece that I did last week was really, like, I made so many mistakes. And people were like, oh, that looks really good. I'm like, that looks really good. Totally intentional.
Yeah. Happy you live streamed it.
Yeah. Dude, I was so regretted that. Because I was like, I'm going to draw this, and I'm going to do a dragon on the tree. And then, like, I can't use reference because my phone is live streaming it.
Yeah.
And I was like, and I can't draw enough to get my iPad because I have no idea where I put it. Because my wife, nobody was in my bag, and I don't know where my wife put my bag. And I was like,
conundrum.
I was just like, I'll draw a dragon from memory because I know exactly what they look like.
100%.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
And then you fake it until it works.
And that's how the saying goes. I still loved it, though. I thought it came out great. I really loved the contrast between the dragon and everything else. And it was actually like a good surprise to see you do like the white dragon rather than dark and moody and angry and la 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 la. Like it's still kind of moody and angry.
No,
but,
it is. It's black and white. So.
But making it white makes it like friendly within parentheses.
Yeah. I guess people really like that.
The light. Yeah, because everybody knows white is great. You know.
Jesus. All right.
Yeah. So no, but it turned out great. I really loved it, and
thank the people on the live stream.
Yes, thank you.
Because I voted for black.
Well, there you go. No, I would love to do more dragons. Actually, they're
Not
really
me.
fun. They're fun. I am waiting to do a quick little touch up of a dragon head that I've done on
skin.
On skin. Actually, with a that was such a weird story. I need to tell it real quick.
Do it.
Yes. So
derail. Yeah, exactly.
Whatever.
No,
Sound. Oh yeah.
Cool.
So bad. I don't know if you remember, but during or right before Christmas, I had to record like a little video.
Oh, for a dude.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So that dude, let's just call him Jojo for now. But so his girlfriend contacted me and wanted me to like give him a tattoo. Or let me rephrase that. She is giving her boyfriend a tattoo for Christmas from me because, and this is the cool part, or weird part, actually. He had heard me speak at my old high school.
Yeah.
So I used to go to my old high school and do like, once a year little talk about this is what I did throughout my life and this is where I am now. And like, if you can, just, be like me, you're going to be awesome or something. Like it really felt like me just going there and bragging about all the cool stuff that I'd done until that point. So, but apparently this dude bought into it and he was like, oh, Robert's such a cool guy. Like,
sucker.
So he had been talking about me like every once in a while after I've had been there, enough to have her reach out to me to get him a tattoo. Like,
nice. Well played, dude.
Yes, definitely. But it was so cool to meet him, sit down and just, give him the tattoo and like that whole process of everything. It just made it so much more special. Mm-hmm. And like, yeah, we just had a great time. But he is coming in again for just like a quick little upper fixer because, I think he's pretty happy with the tattoo as it is now, but I still want to do a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
But that dragon head is fucking awesome. And that's what I wanted to get to.
Cool.
Yeah.
Self-praise. I like it.
Yeah. That's how we do.
Dragon. The Rob Ekblom story.
I'm like, how am I going to cut this?
It's perfect. Don't cut anything.
Not cutting it. But yeah, speaking of niches, what else do we have to say?
About niches?
Yeah.
Do it. Start now.
Get your niche.
Exactly. No, but seriously, look over your portfolio, or your portfolio, or Instagram feed, or whatever you use, and try to find what you do well and what you enjoy doing, and then try to focus your account. You don't have to go entirely, I'll only post this one thing, but I think the clearer your account is, the easier it'll be for you to get the following that you want. That's why, like, people that do a comic, and that's their whole Instagram, they do super great.
Yeah.
Especially if they can draw, then it's a bit better for the account. But just like sense. No, but just like when people come to your page, like people don't have the attention span anymore, to look through things. Like they just want that like millisecond sort of confirmation or like just like recognition. And then they just like move on if they don't recognize it, or like if it's unclear. Yeah. And I know that I'm the same. I hate looking at profiles that tell me one thing and then I look and there's nothing to support it. Like the entrepreneur / artist / hip hop recording, blah, 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 whatever the fuck it is.
Master Chef.
Exactly. Master Chef, World Traveler, only has, local pizzeria photos. Like it is super annoying. And there's no reason to follow these accounts. The easier you make it for someone sort of ending up wherever you are, the easier for them to follow you, the easier to find you. If you were just doing wood burning, it's not a super huge market, you know. And if you did like wood burning fan art, like the more specific your niche is, the easier it is to find you, you know.
Yeah.
Like for the people actually looking, the people that you want to be looking for you.
Yeah.
Because usually a lot of people look at our accounts, but, you know, they don't have an interest for it.
No.
They found me through like illustration hashtag, and they're like, no, I just want anime art, or, you know, like I want, I don't know what. But just like try to, like the more narrow you can make it, the easier it'll be to monetize it, to get your community, you know, because it's just like there's so much noise out there right now that finding, you know, whatever it is you do well and trying to focus in on that, hone in on that, create what you want on your free time, you know, but try to keep your account clear, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, it makes perfect sense. It's, I think this is one of those things that, and like pretty much everybody out there listening is like, well, yeah, of course.
Yes,
like,
exactly.
But you don't really think about it.
Yeah.
Like, so I think it's a good point to make. I think
Yeah.
it's good to sort of nag it a little bit. Like,
Yeah.
I, for one, like, I didn't really realize that was my thing, but I already knew it. Like,
Yeah.
You know, it was just like, oh, yeah, of course.
And you notice as soon as you break it, people are like, eh?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Because I have digital art, and it looks so different from my ink stuff.
Yeah.
So there's like they're so far from each other that just people don't care.
No.
Like about it at all. Like when I post digital stuff, and I was even satisfied with the latest one, the girl with the vamp and the pink. You know, I was like, yeah, this is fun. I'll draw this in your style. And I've seen, you know, a couple of cool submissions, but nobody really gave a fuck except, you know, those 5 people or, you know, how many they were. But it is just like, as soon as I posted that fucking dragon and, you know, like, because it's recognizable.
How does that make you feel, though?
I don't care. That's the thing. Like, no, I have I have so little shits to give about Instagram that, like, I just, like, I don't know. I don't know why I cared. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The thing is, the account is going well.
Yeah.
Even though the digital stuff is going bad, I know exactly why it's going bad. So when I know that, it doesn't feel as weird as when you post and you don't understand why people don't like something.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Robin, one of our listeners and, you know, friends, like he said as well, like, it's like, it feels like you can do it as well. When you see the stuff that you draw with ink, like it is so much more approachable, like for like mentally for people, I guess, like, oh, I could probably pick up ink and do this. And then, you know, they do and they can't, but they feel like they can.
That's a great point.
Yeah. So good job, Robin, aka obalanserad. Today's word, unbalanced in Swedish.
Obalanserad.
I mean, but it is a really valid point. That's why people love, you know, making ofs and stuff like that, and progress. You know, like I posted some reels about the wood burning stuff, and you know, went super well as well. People love seeing things burn.
Yes, of course. But it's such a cool thing to see. We'll get into it later.
Yeah, we'll get into it later.
Or maybe later should be right about now.
Yeah. I had one more thing to say about that, but I don't about the niche thing.
Oh yeah.
Just one last repetition, but I just lost it now that we kind of got to the point, as we do.
As we do. We always do.
Yeah.
Yes.
But maybe it'll come back to me. Yeah.
Boppity boopity.
After this, after this episode, I'll remember what it was.
After these messages.
Once the pressure is off, I'll remember.
When nobody is listening.
Yeah.
Yes. No, I really don't have much to say.
No, neither have I. Like, I think it's like it's just something to keep in mind. I think.
Yeah.
It's really good, and it's a powerful tool. And the thing I just wanted to sort of emphasize again is that when you're searching for something, you're always specific.
Yeah.
To filter out noise, and your account should be like, it should be reflecting that. So if you want people to find your thing, make it specific so that it will be fine, basically. I think that's the bottom line.
Yeah. Like, imagine what you would search for, and ta-da.
Yeah.
There you go. Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Good tips. And Yeah.
And moving on.
Go forth and niche.
Niche. Yeah.
Yeah. Moving on.
Niche
Moving on.
the fuck up. All right, and we're back.
Hello.
Yeah.
All right. Toolies.
Toolies.
Yeah.
We've both tooled this week.
Yes, we have.
Except being tools, we have used tools.
Finally. It happened.
6 months later. Fuck.
Yeah, this took you forever. Let me just blow past my shit because
Do it.
I've already tackled all of this before, but I am finally back in creative mode.
Creative mode with rappers.
Yep.
Because songs.
Thank you. Definitely needed it.
Still affected by WandaVision.
Wanda.
Every week, we got to make a new type of sitcom.
This week on Sketchbook Heroes. Yeah.
Just keeps going with it. It's like,
No mas. So, I started creating. So, the first thing that I did was I specifically told Santa that I am staying in my house throughout all of last week. Like, of course I went to work and all of this stuff. But normally I go to her after work or, jump around all over the place, which gives me no time to, get in a creative zone and start creating. And, if I'm at her house, I don't have anything there. So, creating is not something that I can just, I just want to draw something real quick. It's only going to be on the iPad, and I normally don't want to draw on the iPad. So, the creative urge to pick that up and start doodling is, it's very, very, last resort type doodling. So I stayed at home and started creating almost instantaneously. Started off with having, actually, that was pretty shit because I was going to get a tattoo. And so, stayed at Santa's house, went to the tattoo studio in the morning on the Tuesday, super pumped. I'd loaded up on breakfast, slept well, was in a great mood, perfect, time to get a tattoo. Because it is a lot of preparation of both mind and body when you go in for a big tattoo. And I knew it was going to suck, so a lot of preparation. Come in, start talking to Nelson. It's all going great. And in walks his client.
Motherfuck.
And immediately I'm like, typical Nelson.
You son of a bitch.
It's so fucking typical. Of course, he's had one of his best friends over for a dinner or something. And then they get a little bit drunk and then let's book a time. And then it's that's perfect. And then he doesn't write it down. But the client does, of course.
Of course.
And then he walks in. It's no, we have time now. It's great. So
you text me, I said, fuck this shit, yo.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. No, I got really angry, but swallowed it. And
like a true Swede.
I'm it's okay. I'm sure, because we're colleagues. I'm not going to pay for this tattoo. Obviously, whatever deal he has with his friend, that goes, before me. So I was okay, no discussion. I'm stepping down. But then he was but maybe you can come in at 3:34, something like that. And we can do a quick session because we're going to have a meeting later at, that blah, blah, blah. So either I don't get the tattoo, I get a full free day, or I wait 4 or 5 hours, get super tired, come back and get a half done shitty thing, and then have to have a meeting after. It would just,
That would actually suck.
That would suck. Because I said yes. I'm I'll just roam around the city and do something and then I'll be back. Sure, whatever. But as soon as I left, my brain just started because I'd already planned it all out. Okay, I'm going to be finished at 3-4 o'clock, and then I'll go home. I'll have time to start keep writing my story or keep tattooing the poster or start the Mortal Kombat project and blah, 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 all of this stuff. And all of that was gone. So I just said, no, sorry, man. take your time with your client. I'm just gonna go home. Like, it doesn't feel right. But that did open up that full day. I went to Pen Store, visited our friends at Pen Store, and bought some more fucking shit. Started creating, and haven't stopped creating since then, pretty much.
That's
so that was
awesome.
actually a great thing.
No, but that's what I mean. And it's just how you choose to deal with it. You know what I mean? You could have waited. You could have wasted that day and then gotten, half a tattoo in a meeting.
Yeah. And the meeting was called off as well, of course.
Of course.
Yeah.
That would have been even more annoying.
Yeah.
So I think you did good there. Like,
Yeah.
you just seized the moment, did something entirely different with it.
Yes. And again, like the best fucking decision ever. So I started the Mortal Kombat piece that I have been posting on my social.
Are we allowed to?
I don't care.
Cool. I love that.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's just like I started posting sort of like, this is what I've done. This is what I'm thinking. Just wanted to get sort of some feedback from people. But, my Instagram is not like that. Nobody ever gives me any feedback. So
I get
thank you.
unwanted feedback.
Yeah, all of that. No, it's more like looking great. The one comment on 3 posts. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you so much. But just like to post again and to show people that I'm here. But that one is actually on the iPad, funny enough, because I really don't like drawing on the iPad. Of course, I have to draw on the iPad.
That's your niche.
Stupid. That's my niche. Yeah. But then I had some extra time this weekend and I wanted to do something very crazy and I started sculpting again, and I will be posting that once it's finished. But for anybody that stayed tuned on my stories, you could have seen this really creepy sort of worm-like thing in the jig.
Yeah, shit.
Like,
Yeah.
I don't really know what to call it. But it is like my own invention, I guess. Like, I call it my bubble head.
Bubble stopper.
Bubble stopper heady stuff thingy.
Yeah.
But I don't know. We'll see what happens with it. I might actually sell it in the design store at Kretz.
At what?
Yeah, if I can get it like down to a thing. But again, just something new that I wanted to.
Have you worked on that tattoo poster?
A little. Yeah, I did on the Tuesday as well. So I have like.
You've done a lot of different things.
I have worked on the poster. I have written more for the story. I've started the Mortal Kombat piece. I have sculpted and spent time with Santa and had like a great time. Watched movies. Like, it's been a great week.
That's awesome.
And also like good work. But I've only worked 3 out of 5 days this week. So that was a bit shit. But nice.
Yeah.
Also got super hungover one day.
Ooh, fun.
So unnecessary. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like, yeah.
One
like,
of those.
Just one of those. Sitting at home, like just hanging out.
Oh, shit.
And then
At home.
and then you wake up in the morning and like, no. Like, why?
Nobody gets more hungover than that guy.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah. But, so that was going to be the short speech of me trying different things. Sorry. But, yeah, it just feels really good to be back in, like, a creative
flow
boost, I guess. We'll see how much I can keep doing this. But actually really getting back into the story again. So now I want to try focusing a little bit more on that just to see where it goes.
Dude, the story you sent me this morning. So funny.
I wrote that this morning.
Yeah, but it was really good. It was fun.
Yeah, it was more like,
No, but dude, I saw it in my head.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, dude, I saw it so clearly.
And the coolest thing is that, you did see that it was the great white snake.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, what could be cooler than like a great white shark head on a fucking anaconda type snake and just make it sort of white? It's like badass. Yeah.
It was fun. It was very fun. Like, it felt like a scene out of a movie.
Yes, good. That's exactly what I want. Very good. Yeah. Eventually you guys will be able to read and maybe even listen to it.
It's an awesome character in it.
Oh, yeah. So awesome.
So awesome.
So hairy. I mean, awesome. Yeah.
It was fun.
Thanks.
But it was good as well. Like, I actually really enjoyed it.
Okay, good. Thank you.
So that your writing isn't garbage to begin with. You know what I mean?
That's
like
crazy.
when you start something and you're like,
Yeah.
this is gonna take it some time to get, like, no, they're fun to read. Like both that story that you read on the podcast, that one, like they're fun to read, and it's cool to see.
Thanks, man.
Because that's not how I feel when I write stuff, because it's just like loose idea, makes no sense.
Yeah, well, that's what I feel, but then getting that makes it feel a lot more worth it, for sure. So, again, thank you. Now I need to go write. All right. I'll start writing, and you just keep talking about the wood burning stuff.
All right. So, yes, after Robin again, friend of the podcast, started harassing me on Discord that you should visit. Totally forgot to mention the Discord in the beginning.
That's okay. Nobody visits it.
But, yeah, the Discord. We're trying to build a community there, and then you can sort of hang out with the other podcast listeners.
The Sketchbook
Heroes podcast. Yeah, you can find it through my profile at Ilias Patlis or at Sketchbook Heroes.
Not mine.
But in the bio, there's a link with all the links. But I did get it because he sent me links to buy, these burning sets.
Yeah.
And the one that I wanted to buy, I couldn't because they only had book it and come get it at the store. I was like, fuck that.
What?
Yeah, Biltema. What the fuck, dudes? Sponsor me, by the way. And then I could order one from this place called Clas Ohlson that we have here in Sweden and probably Denmark and Norway and shit.
I think that's where I bought mine.
Yeah,
to be honest.
But I don't like that one because it's got I've heard a lot of people say that they've broken the thing at the top. I don't know how.
Okay.
But I just didn't want that one. So we booked the hotel thing that we mentioned before, and it was right across the street from Biltema.
No fucking way.
So I just tomorrow when we were leaving. Did you
book the hotel?
What?
Did you book the hotel?
I didn't book the hotel.
Yeah,
my wife did.
The WandaVision did. Or her.
So I actually just the day before when we checked out, we just drove across the street. I ran in, got the thing, and went home.
Awesome.
Then, unpacked everything, made dinner, and then started burning.
That sounds just so weird.
Dude,
then started burning.
Just
spontaneous.
No, but I ran out in the garage. I was like, I must have some fucking wood out here that is burnable. And then I found the plywoods that I used as a ramp. And not a skateboard ramp, but a ramp to roll.
Because I thought you'd bought that specifically for the burning.
No, I
thing.
just
it was so perfect.
No, dude. I had these long pieces that I used to. Had a dehumidifier under my house.
Yeah.
And under the house, it's just sand, So I had to roll. I put those plywood pieces so that I could roll the thing because I can't carry it because it's not it's 140 or something below the house. So I couldn't carry it, so I had to push it, and I used the ramp, those things. And I was like, I don't need those anymore. So I cut them, so I cut them into pieces, 30, I don't remember how wide they were. But
it looked almost like an A4 page.
Basically, that's what I did. And I just cut them out, and then just took them in and started burning. I didn't even sketch. I was like, I'm going to get started. And then, the problems started sort of appearing.
What was the first problem?
The first problem was that I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. The pen worked basically as expected.
Yeah.
The cord is annoying.
Yeah.
I've seen that the actual the good burning tools have this thinner sort of cord.
Yeah, easier.
Whereas this one has a normal thick one that you plug into your walls.
Yeah. The other ones have more like this.
Yeah, a thin flat one, and this one has this super thick one. So when you rotate and I have to hold the other the part of the cord with my other hand to kind of support, just give myself slack when I turn the pen and stuff like that. So that was first annoyance, but it was fine. I found a way to.
What do you think of the distance there is between your fingers and the tip?
Doesn't
of the
matter.
thing?
No.
For
usually
me,
I hold it really close,
same.
but I don't care. It didn't make
Did you ever
difference.
forget and touch it?
Yes, but it was more I had my pinky, and then I put my pinky to stabilize, and I was like, ah!
Yeah, I did that all the time.
No, I did it once. But since it is a cheap fucking machine that I bought it, I think it cost 17 or $18.
Yeah.
So it gets quite hot.
Yeah.
Not hot enough for me to let it go, but sometimes the way you hold it, like you touch like more sensitive parts of your fingers, and those like you're like, ooh, Jesus, that hurts.
Yeah.
And then it kind of doesn't anymore. But my finger here was like red from the heat. So if this goes well and I keep doing it, I'll definitely get a better one. But it was fun. It was a lot of fun, and it has a lot of potential. And it smells great while doing it.
I mean, just wood in general, but
Yeah,
then
yeah,
burning
but then
wood
burning
is even
wood,
more. Yeah. Who doesn't love like a campfire? You know.
Yeah. But I don't know. I didn't plan this piece. I just like, I'm gonna try to draw, a rock, and then like, a character there, and then I'll do this, and I just started like I always do with ink, like exactly the same.
But I mean,
approach.
that is even more impressive. I think that you just more or less free-handed all of this.
Yeah. I just didn't have anything for it.
No,
I just like,
and it came out looking fantastic.
Yeah.
Like to be the first thing that you've ever burnt like this with this new tool. I mean, it goes to say how much of a great artist you are, that you can just, see? It always comes back. Yes. No, but seriously, it's because I know how difficult it is. And like...
It's so similar to inking.
Yeah.
Like it is crazy similar that I was like, this is the same fucking tool.
But with the details that you put into it, like even if you don't think of them as being like difficult or anything like that, but you just get the texture, you've more or less done what you wanted to do.
Yeah.
But without knowing how to do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do know
but
what you mean.
Subliminally knowing how to do it anyways. Like,
unconsciously.
Unconsciously.
Just like getting,
Awesome. So,
thank you.
Yes.
But it is
Turned
fun.
out
Like
great.
it is a lot of fun, and I would like to, like the thing we talked about, just maybe cutting out pieces of plywood and sort of putting them on top to get like a 3D feel to
start
it.
layering a bit.
Yeah, and then burning on top of those details just to get those real. Because when I photograph it, it just doesn't show. Like you don't. It looks like an actual ink drawing rather than, or like I painted with coffee. It doesn't look like a burnt piece unless I tilt the wood and
exactly.
photograph it sort of lying down.
Yeah, I mean, as long as you can add that to the image, so you can swipe and see that you're actually working with it. Maybe just have like a boomerang with you, like twisting
doing
or
that,
something like that.
That would work, but that's more of a story thing.
Yeah, I guess. But yeah, no, I would just go because you can get like super thin plywood as well. You don't have to have like thick plywood.
No, but that was
and with
just
that
something
you
I
can
had.
you can cut that out with a fucking knife.
Yeah,
so you can get
that
those
might be
easy
something
shaped.
actually.
That way you can layer them easier and also burn.
Yeah, because I didn't burn deep. I didn't because of the fire alarm.
Yeah,
because that's like smoke when you burn for too long in one area. It's just.
Yes. Yeah.
But I see a lot of potential in it. I don't know how to do big areas yet, unless I'm gonna burn them off entirely. and
just
make
pour some gasoline on there.
Yeah.
Like,
but it is like, I think getting even like burning surfaces is harder.
Yeah.
I think if I could control the heat, it would have been easier because I noticed that when it's heating up, I can get these really nice sort of like even burn textures. But once it comes up to 30 degrees, like, or whatever the fuck it is, like it's 30 watts. I don't know what that is in.
It's definitely
heat.
not 30 degrees.
It's not degrees, it's more. But I mean, like the power that it can at least generate, like it's just too hot.
Yeah. Okay.
And I think the nib that I'm using isn't great as well. Like I got this, I don't remember what it was called, but it was like Razor Tip or something like that. Was a brand of machine.
Oh, okay.
That was recommended, and I saw that they're sort of like the heads of those were like a bit more like fine tipped and stuff like that. I didn't have a problem with that stuff, but I think they had knobs so you could control the amount of heat, and it just like when you turn it down, it just goes down immediately, and when you go up, it goes up. So you can control the heat. Mine is just one.
Yeah, same with mine.
Yeah. But I'm seeing a lot of potential in it, and I'm gonna buy some type of varnish so that I can treat it, and I'll try to play around with that as well. Maybe I can like put some varnish on it in like specific areas, maybe to get like a gloss sometimes, like in the water. Yeah. But not everywhere else, so I'll mask it or something.
Dude, that's awesome.
Just like find little creative ways of doing this. And I'm also started looking into other wood burners and see what they do. some people have such control. There was this guy that drew his like a dog on wood, and it was just so like you wouldn't even tell it's burned. You know, like that level of control.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to find that guy that I was following. He does a lot of animals.
Yeah.
And it's so beautiful and mind-blowing. But I got so sick of seeing them all the time that I unfollowed him because I'm like, I can't take this anymore.
No, but I do that as well.
So I can't remember his fucking name. But I'm pretty sure he's a Swedish dude and tattoo artist as well.
Oh, shit, yeah. Cool.
So, but then he just became like insta-famous for his burning
for
stuff.
the burning stuff, yeah.
It's probably like tattoo burning something.
Yeah,
something
I don't think I'm ever going to go down that route. That'll become my niche because I kind of enjoy the other stuff, and I wouldn't want to post just wood burnings.
No,
but they're so similar to what I do, so I can get away with both of those at least. You know?
Yeah.
And
also just love the fact that you can add that to make more special type of art pieces for the way you put it last week. Was it the week before? But for like Comic-Con or events.
Yeah, that was last
general,
week, yeah.
Because I think that's such a cool extra thing rather than
if I can pull that off, because like if I had planned this piece, it would have been done on the first day. Yeah. But I didn't plan it.
No.
So composition became a problem. You know, like
how long did it take to do the full?
I don't know, a couple of hours. I don't know how many exactly. I didn't count because I was just going in and just like playing around and trying things. But I don't know hours because I just jumped on and off. Like I sat there talking, like we had someone over and I was like doing a little burning, and then, you know, things get in the way. I have to make dinner and stuff. So I just jumped on it because it heats up pretty fast, you know. So you can just like, I'll do a little there, and then you just move on. Yeah. But it was like I did most of the things on the same day, and then I just went in the next day and just finished it off.
Cool.
So they're fairly fast.
So, but that's also really cool that, I mean, because you do the ink ones really quick, that you can still do this, which is
exactly. You'll add double the time, basically for these.
But it's still doable in a day, that's awesome. Dude.
But they're small, you know, like they're still not A5. They're slightly bigger, but still manageable.
But I'd say that's like you wouldn't really want bigger with the burning
I don't know
stuff.
how to make them bigger either. So like, because
bring out a flamethrower.
No, but I don't mean the burning. I just mean in general. Like I could go slightly bigger, but it becomes so unnatural for me to do them that way. So it is, and I don't have like if the sort of like if I have to make them bigger, I feel like I need to sort of like get a bigger pen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that is a problem because there is just like one step bigger than what I have. It's pretty thick, but it's still like I wouldn't be able to draw them that big. Yeah. Like I could get up to A4, you know, and that's where that ends.
Well, I mean, just start there and then see where that goes.
Yeah. The wood burning, though, I don't know if I could go that big, but I am interested in like getting hold of a couple of different types of wood. Hopefully something that looks fun to begin with, you know, something that isn't a square like right now, which was fine. It was a nice place to start. I should have sanded the surface before I started. Did not do that. Was not a problem, but I noticed that it would have been easier. I would have like the surface was fine though. Like it was like the wood was in my garage, you know, like so it was fine. But I think getting that first sort of surface out of the way, like getting the roughness, just that little inconsistencies, you know, just to get them out of the way would have helped. Yeah. Because sometimes if there was something, you try to sort of like do a half circle move, you know, like a circular move, and it just like gets stuck somewhere. Yeah. And then you're like just going the wrong way. You're like, motherfucker. Yay. Yeah. And you always take it too far before you kind of get out of it because it kind of burns and you get sort of like further in the trenches with the burner. Yeah. But managed to save it. Did not happen with the character, at least.
Yeah, okay.
But the character, like, the mountain that was there, no. And the sky above it, hated it. But I should have just gone, like, I should have just burned it deep. It would have been way cooler. But now I feel done with it, so I don't care. I'm just like, fuck it.
Just moving on.
Yeah, people were like, you should varnish that. I'm like, yeah, I shouldn't varnish that one. I'll save the varnish for stuff that's cool. Yes. Exactly. Yeah, because I was like, No. If somebody wants that one, I'll definitely varnish it. But for me, I don't care.
But that's the cool thing about it as well, is that it doesn't really need a varnish because it's nothing that's gonna like rub off.
No,
or, like,
it's for a finish rather to
yeah.
like have it displayable. Right now, it's like burnt wood.
And that's all. Like, do we even know if that's gonna like emphasize the burn, or will it matte it down, or like how
it depends
is the
on what you
varnish
use. There's glossy varnish and there's matte varnish. Apparently.
Yeah.
Thank you, Thomas.
Thank you, Thomas.
But yeah, I have no idea about this stuff. So this is new territory for me.
Yeah.
So super excited to try it out. And then also I used white gel pen on it that I use on my inks as well. But that shit was hard to photograph because it was light wood. You know, the wood was already
But it still
pretty.
added a little bit of
It does
extra.
add it. And in real life, it looks better.
Yeah.
Like, it looks so much cooler.
Of
It
course.
just gave it this, like, depth to it that just wasn't there without it. So I need to find a couple of those things. I've heard people using color pencil to sort of paint in the burn, like to fill them out if there's like inconsistencies and stuff like that, which is smart.
Yeah.
Have not done that yet. I didn't feel the need for it. I just
The need for
move
speed.
on. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it is like I can totally recommend people try it if you have a style that you think would work for that type of art.
Yeah.
Because I remember trying this, when we were kids at school, and I had this grand idea, and then I started burning with the burners from school,
Mm-hmm. Good luck. Yeah.
No. Just no. Like, I remember just going to shit, me getting upset and throwing it away, basically. Like,
Yeah, that makes sense.
Mhm.
Yeah. I remember those days.
yeah. But
No,
I wasn't
like-
good at drawing them. So
Yeah. I'm
it's
like,
fine.
Did I save anything? Like,
Mm-mm.
no. Definitely not.
No, I don't think. I just think I finished it by making it disappear.
Yeah.
I was like, ta-da, look, I'm done. I took it home. It's
Yeah.
fine.
It's perfect.
Just like in the garbage. Nah, fuck. It didn't work. So right now, it just feels like another tool. Like, it doesn't feel like a challenge to draw. The challenge is finding ways to solve some of the things that I know how to do with the ink pen. Like skies, for example.
Yeah.
Haven't found a good way to do that. Like clouds and stuff. I haven't even figured out clouds with the ink. Like, if it's not stormy clouds, then I'm fine. Just like,
Maybe it's easier with the burning tool.
maybe. Don't think so. I don't think so.
Yeah.
But it would be cool to try to do the clouds, to burn everything around them so much that the clouds kind of come out, or like we talked about, cutting them out,
Yeah.
and then gluing them on top and then burning further,
So
around
you can
them.
really get that
Roundness.
beveled,
Yeah.
yeah.
Because that could be so cool. But I'll play around with it.
So it's like a mix between a diorama and a painting.
Yeah. No,
That's
it could be really cool. And hopefully I can make a couple of these
And
for
then you can start
Comic-Con.
putting in LED lights and like adding this and that.
That would
and
be
the other
crazy.
thing.
Imagine that. You make like a castle far away or a moon behind it, and then there's like a lamp behind it, like the lights it
or
up.
like the little fairy.
Oh, that would be
like,
so
have
cool.
that sort of flickering effect. Like whoop, whoop. That would
That
be
would be
awesome.
so cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
Like
having these little
like a night light for kids.
Yeah. I'm thinking of just like a what do you call them? Like
Jack-o'-lantern?
Yeah. You when they carve them instead of cutting them out,
Yeah,
and then they light them up, and you get this piece, like something like
that's awesome.
that
my
could be
God.
cool.
Yes.
If you can manage to do it like delicately so it doesn't look cheap,
Yeah,
because I guess that's where the balance comes in when it looks like tacky rather than. But we'll see. We'll see where this ends up.
yeah. No, but I'm so happy you finally
But
got
dude,
here. Like,
when
how long have we been talking about this?
I have no idea.
Yeah.
That's even in the description for the episode.
There
like
you go.
the burner tool that has been mentioned so many times. That's fun. Like something like that. I don't remember, but but it was like when I started off though, I was like, this is nothing like I imagined it would look. Like I didn't imagine it to look this bad.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I was like, I don't think I want to do this. Like that was my initial sort of thought, and then you keep working at it, and it becomes easier and easier. And by the end of it, like I didn't like this one at all, but mostly because I planned it poorly and I didn't do anything with it. I just had like 2 trees, like a rock, and the character like in the middle, and then
so, like, very generic.
Very generic. Yeah. There was no sort of plan because I just wanted to try a rock, and then I added grass, and then I added the character, and then I just kept building.
Yeah.
So it wasn't a planned piece with an idea behind it, like the dragon, for example. It was like I wanted to draw a dragon coiled around a tree. That was all I wanted to do. Olpa was just there to sort of like pet him. She was just there to be there, basically. But that was an idea. So when that was done, I still find them very flat right now. So I need to start working on my perspective and trying to like add depth to them, which is both super difficult because it's ink, so I don't have a lot of sort of fades. But going like with thinner lines and drawing the stuff in the distance, sort of like, and then building them thicker the closer you get and stuff like that.
I just thought of another thing. Like, I think there's, I don't know what it's called in English, but bets.
Yeah. I thought about that as well.
That like,
if you want to
it's a type of varnish, but
it is a varnish with color in it.
Yeah, because you could.
I don't know what that's called.
There's probably white bets.
There's a lot of different ones. There's like dark brown,
Because I just thought, like, if you would recreate the dragon piece, but with the burning tool, and you do the dragon with just white sort of varnish or
that would be so cool.
But that you burn
How
it
the fuck
first.
do I burn it?
No, you burn it first, and then
around
you paint over it.
Yeah.
So you get the white over the texture in the
You know what
dragon.
would be cool? Yeah. Or use the, what do you call that? Like that glossy finish, that people do on stuff. Yeah. Like when you buy furniture, there's like that glossy.
The glossy finish.
Yeah, I think, yeah.
Is that varnish?
I don't know.
I don't know. We're not smart enough for this.
No, who cares? But
that thing.
You can totally pull that off. Yeah, that would be super cool.
Dude, I'm getting so many ideas.
Dude,
I'm not even doing this.
You know what? I'm going to try to burn the dragon thing.
Yeah.
Fuck. But I can't recreate the dragon.
No, you're going to make it better. It's so easy. Yeah.
We'll see where that goes.
Now you can look at references.
Okay, that is actually really good. Yeah. Okay, I might sketch this one then.
And also, it's good. Raya is a great reference.
That is true.
Kind of.
That is true. Yeah. I'll check that out.
Very good.
But yeah, fuck that. I'll maybe that'll be my second piece. I'll transfer the dragon somehow onto transfer.
Nagi.
No, but I'll do a sketch of the whole thing and then burn it. Because I need to plan this.
Very good.
For it to become the same drawing. But cool.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll try that. I have one plank or cutout thing, wooden plywood thing left.
Awesome. And then next week, before we go here, we go past.
They get the varnish thing.
Yeah, that and the plywoods. So you can actually
the thin ones.
Because you can get thin ones. You can get just the pre-cut ones that are very clean, and you don't need to.
Is that material?
Where
would you get that?
Or Creatima.
They have that?
Yeah.
They have wood.
Yeah.
At Creatima. I haven't seen that. But I didn't look for it, so.
I know they have the hardboard, as it's called.
Hard.
I'm pretty.
But can you burn that shit? Just
of course you can.
It just feels so
it's
flimsy.
It's very it is hard, so it doesn't burn as easy as the plywood stuff.
Oh shit!
Plywood is almost like if you're burning in plastic.
Dude, plywood is so satisfying to burn though.
Yeah.
Because it's so soft.
Yeah.
The feeling you get when you burn plywood is. You just you feel how soft it is, it just gives.
Yeah.
So it is really nice. But we'll see. I'll check some other types of wood as well, because I saw they recommended some different ones that were nice to burn on.
Okay.
And then there's, others that are, you can burn until you fucking, I don't know, bleed from your eyes and it won't burn. It won't burn that fast. All right. But I'm going to check out some different types of wood and see if I can make it look a bit more luxurious in the packaging, I guess, or the look of it.
Yeah. I think, with this, hurry slowly,
Yeah,
just really...
Dude. Like I said, I have another plywood cut out. I'm going to use that.
Awesome.
So...
Yeah.
because I don't even know where to get wood like that. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know any mills or anything like that in my.
Bauhaus is easy. You just
I
get
know,
but plywood, and they can saw it up for
plywood's
you as well.
I bought there before, so that's the easy part. Like, I mean, untreated wood. You know that is. That is in its rawest form. You know.
Yeah.
Like cut down.
To be honest, I don't even know where to get that myself.
Dude,
like when Max said that he
saw it at Bauhaus.
Yeah,
the one with the bark.
Like where?
But it was a shelf type of wood. So it was already treated, I guess.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But I'm thinking of just like my neighbor's going to cut down a couple of trees. Not very thick though, but I'll see if I can get something from that. Because I don't want, I don't want to support like cutting down trees, that are. I'd rather just take something that I can find, that's already down, like for other reasons than cutting down forest.
It's just like I wouldn't kill somebody to tattoo them. I would just use an already dead person.
Yeah, exactly. Want to see a dead body? I mean, want to tattoo a dead body?
Yes, I would.
But that's basically it. I'm going to just try to burn on a couple of different surfaces like that I find lying around, that look interesting enough to burn on, that aren't treated wood, because then poison.
Awesome. Just hold your breath. It's good training for the apocalypse.
Yeah, and I'm also burning indoors, so I don't think that's a good one.
No, you'd need you are already burning in your kitchen, so you should set it up like on your stove or something to have that sort of
the fan there
or something.
Like as long as I'm not burning super deep, like it's fine. So when I do that part, I'll probably open up the balcony, and sit close to the door. Because the nice thing is you can just have the wood on your lap. Like it doesn't really matter,
Yeah.
Like, it's super comfortable to work with. But
until it starts. Actually burning.
Yeah.
But remember to live stream that, because that's something that
I did live stream the burning, but it was something with Instagram and lives. Like I have 14,000 followers. It notified 45. So I'm gonna take it somewhere else. Like I'm not gonna waste time fighting Instagram. Like that is so not worth it.
Yeah.
There were some people there, Max here in the studio as well, and some other friends, but it's Instagram. It's not the interest in your work, No. It's usually just algorithms like fucking everything up. So I'm just gonna take it somewhere else. And also do, I'll film parts of it and put them up in like reels or stories or something.
I think that's
because those always do well.
Yeah. That's more fun too, because then you can revisit them and share them with friends.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because the live streams, no one's going to go back and watch, 2 hours of me burning wood.
No.
You just skip through. No, but you skip through it really fast and you just watch the highlights.
Exactly. Just show me the finished piece.
Yeah.
No, again, just super stoked that you actually started it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it just took some nagging from Robin, because he really nagged me. He was like, this link, this link, this link. I'm like, I don't want to get it. He's like, you're stalling. Yeah. Just get one.
Exactly. Procrastinating, guys. Don't procrastinate. Just fucking do it. Awesome.
So I ended up just being there, so I bought one.
Fantastic. Meant to be. Universe again.
Meant to be. 6 months later.
Yeah. Well, maybe it wasn't time before.
Totally.
Yeah.
All right.
Moving on. God, so tired.
I have a headache.
Fantastic. Nobody notices.
I know.
Yeah. All right. Retro time.
Mm-hmm.
So, jumping into it straight away, I did see Raya and the Last Dragon.
The Raya.
Raya? Raya. Raya.
Not the Blue Raja.
No, exactly.
I didn't expect to see you so spoon.
So good.
So bad.
Yeah, if you got that reference.
You are awesome.
Yes. But Raya and the Last Dragon is the latest movie from Pixar, Disney, and it's on what was it, Disney Premium? Is that what it's called?
The Premium Access?
Premium Access. Yes,
I'm guessing.
Yeah, that sounds about right. So you have to pay for it to watch it because it is like, well, it would have been at the movies if those were a thing anymore. So it did cost like $20-$30 or whatever.
Yeah, something
like that. But I definitely think it's worth it. I thought it was a great movie. I know you're gonna enjoy it.
My daughter was away for the weekend, so
I don't want to I'm not going to go into like big details. I think we'll save that for when you actually have seen it.
Okay.
But I just wanted to recommend it in case somebody's like blowing it off as just another sort of I don't know, fast attempt to make money from Disney or something. But no, this actually feels like a genuine, great story. I love the characters. I loved more or less everything about this movie. I thought it was really
So it's
good.
everything that Mulan wasn't.
This is everything that I wanted Mulan to be. Yeah, for sure.
That's what I imagined as well.
The only thing here, I think, and you're going to notice it straight away, is that it is very like female-oriented. And to that extent that we don't really like, you know, when it kind of is getting it shoved in your face.
Yeah. Like everyone loves a strong female lead, and then there's going overboard with it. Yeah.
But that doesn't take away from the fact that it's a fantastic movie and the characters are fantastic.
But that goes the other way as well, you know, like when people in a movie, like when you're just like...
You need to find... Well, you shouldn't even have to try
You shouldn't have to try. That's the thing. That's what I'm saying. When you're trying, that's when you're doing that type of shit.
Exactly.
Like, because I love female leads. I think like badass women are always cooler than badass men. You know what I mean?
100%.
But the problem is when you're trying to sort of like make everyone equally cool, then you end up with no one being cool in your movie. You know what I mean? Like, so, yeah.
Yeah. So, but with that said, like the characters are pretty fun. I'm not going to say more than that.
No, but like Moana. I love Moana.
Yeah.
It's awesome. We just rewatched it at the hotel this weekend.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. My son, we were going to watch Despicable Me, I think.
Oh, yeah.
And then he just saw that on Disney. He was like, I want to see that. And it is awesome.
Yeah. It's such a simple movie, really.
Yeah, it is. And
but
I
it's
really
great.
enjoy it. Yeah.
Apart from the singing. I don't like the singing.
I actually only like the one song in the movie.
The rock song?
What? No. No. Her song before she leaves. That's the only song I accept.
Yeah, that works.
And it's the Swedish one, not the English one.
Oh.
I tried listening to it. No. Actually, the Swedish one doesn't feel as fake.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Not sort of
like for
Disney-fied.
Yeah, there's something about that theater. Thing? Yeah, the theater type singing that I just like, no.
Yeah.
And usually, you know, the English version of stuff is the one I like.
Mm-hmm.
But in this specific case, I like the Swedish one because it feels honest. Whereas the English version is okay actually in the movie. It's the one that plays on the radio.
Oh yeah.
That's like they do all that like weirdness, you know, the
wailing.
Yeah, but all the time.
Oh, yeah.
You know, like I love wailing sometimes, but it's like, I've learned to wail. I'm just gonna wail through this song. It's not a movie about whales. No.
So yeah, okay,
yeah.
Moana.
Yes.
But see, Raya and the Last Dragon.
We'll definitely see it because it has martial arts in it, and I can have an excuse to see it with my kids.
Yes, and that gives me an excuse to watch it again. So
yeah, I'm just gonna check out the martial arts, babe.
But what else did I see? I rewatched Ragnarok again. Again
very
and
nice.
again.
Yeah,
and again.
That one is always a win.
Also Into the Spider-Verse again and again. And this time,
dude, I don't know how many times I've seen it.
Yeah, I'm definitely close to 50 now for sure.
I don't even know anymore.
It's
like
insane.
I remember when I counted to 20.
Yeah.
Like, and then I was like, oh, is it more?
Yeah,
and then okay,
that's when you stop.
Yeah, that's when you stop.
No, like, and it's so weird how it gets to you, like, because it's such an emotional roller coaster through so many different things. And the part that got me this time was when, well, it's gotten me multiple times before, but when he realizes, like, when he accepts his role and steps into it, and, you know, that fantastic scene with him just owning it
when he's painting his own suit in that.
From
that,
there
from the chair
when he
to
reaches the place, sort of.
Yeah.
It just killed me. Like, it was so, when it's
It is
so
a really
awesome
good,
that you just, I just started crying. It was so amazing, and you just
But I get it.
So
Totally.
good.
Yeah.
Like, oh man.
It's a shiver moment.
Yeah. When he jumps off the building.
And the
song
music
is
and
so
everything.
good.
Yeah,
Yes.
dude, that soundtrack. I listened to it just the other week.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was
there
like,
you go.
I needed to get into flow.
Yeah.
That soundtrack is just perfect. Like all of the songs, like
but
most of the tracks in that album.
The movie is so perfect.
Yeah.
Like, it's not often I say a movie is perfect, but this is damn near
Mm-hmm.
fucking close to perfect.
And what I love about the soundtrack is that it feels like it was all made for this movie alone.
That's why it got the Oscar.
Yeah. Oh man, it's so good.
Yeah.
I have no idea what it got, but I love it.
I'm pretty sure it got.
I don't
Did
know. I don't care about that shit.
it did.
I loved it.
Yeah.
It could have gotten 1 out of 1.
It deserves all the Oscars, for fuck's sake.
It is a really good movie. Like, I love everything about this.
Even, at times you forget that it's an animated movie too. Like, you really get into, the emotional stuff. And then it sort of takes you really out of it. And it's very, like, animated, but in the best possible way. It's just, like, layer upon layer of fucking awesome
But the timing in everything in that movie.
Spot on.
Dude,
like,
yeah, exactly. The voice actor, and like I've said before, the uncle is my favorite voice actor in that movie.
Yeah.
He's not in, like, it's not that he's fun.
Do you know
like,
who it is? Have you, looked him up?
No, I haven't looked him up.
Because I didn't do that
he's
either.
awesome, and he feels like a
Prowler.
real person.
Yeah.
He feels like a genuine, awesome dude to know.
Yes.
You know what I mean? I love. Yeah. Dude,
you can't do it. Like, he nails it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just so good. My son, we do that all the time. Like, I was like, hey, dude. I was like, hey. Just like randomly,
Yeah.
We did it for months after seeing that.
And just that, how he ties that into the end when he does it on the Kingpin.
Dude, it is such a great thing.
It's so good.
As soon as he opens his mouth and sort of says, like, have you heard of shoulder touch or whatever the fuck he said? I don't remember now, but like, yeah. It's perfect. Yeah. It's such a full circle moment type of.
Yeah. And how they make the uncle so likable and scary.
Terrifying. Yeah.
Like when he is the Prowler.
That sound that he makes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is like.
It's so impressive.
Yeah. It's so like chalkboard, like.
Yeah. Yeah.
That fucking.
Like it still made me jump, even if I knew that it was coming. Like, because again, I listen in headphones when I'm watching.
Yeah.
And it's just like.
But it
so
feels like
intense.
That movie, they knew what story they were trying to tell.
Yeah.
Although it is, there's a lot happening and it's so easy to get lost in all that. It feels like they focused and got to the point. You know what I mean? And oh man, there's so much about that movie that I love. It's playing in my head as we talk about it.
How they make fun of the origin story, and the whole movie is an origin story of Miles. Like, again, it's just like layer upon layer.
And when you watch it, like you just like there's like dialogue that you don't pick up the first few times you see it.
That's why I keep watching it.
Yeah.
That's why I keep always going back to it. Every time I scroll past it on Netflix, I'm like hesitant to keep scrolling. It's just something that always. Like, even the cover, like, it just sticks out perfectly. Dude. Everything!
Dude, just Spider-Man, like, when Miles flies through the city, like, the scene that you were talking about, when he kind of owns, or, like, accepts his role and then, like, sort of grows into his power.
Yeah.
Like, when he flies through that city there, like, it is just, like, dude, it is so good.
And just jumps in between the cars and, like, perfect timing.
Dude, and when he runs through traffic, it's so good.
Yeah.
Dude, when I played Spider-Man, the game, I did exactly that. Like, waiting for the last moment so you can just, like,
skim the surface.
The surface of the... Oh, it's so good.
Yeah, so gratifying.
It's such a cool thing.
Yeah. And even... No, we're diving into it way too much.
I know, but it's such a
so
good movie. It has so many layers, and there's always like a piece of dialogue that I just heard before, but I didn't quite catch. You know what I mean?
Or like a little piece of a fight, or a little like there's always a blink it and miss it moment, and hopefully this time you won't blink.
You won't. Yeah. Dude. And just Peter B. Parker.
Yeah.
Like the fucking coolest character ever.
Genius.
And it's, of course, my favorite guy from New Girl. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Nick is like the best. And now he's Peter B. Parker. Like, such a. Oh, man, when he just tells his origin story and how he got to his world, I was doing crunches when, just like, it's all so sad. Did you know that when he talks about what was it, like seahorses or?
Oh, yeah.
When he watches
they mate for life.
They mate for life. What the fuck, dude?
Sitting crying in the shower with the suit on.
With the suit on, yeah. But even there,
So
like
good.
when he's like, I need to get my suit, when he's going through the portal, and then the pizza as well, and everything.
Yeah.
But the timing on all those things, it feels satisfying. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's so great.
It's
and
so
we've talked about
impressive.
this so many times.
Yeah.
But
and
still
every time
there's
we
an
talk about it, we're just like this is the most excited we've been this whole podcast. Like, and
it
it's
is
just
so good.
It's just
It is
one movie.
So good,
It's insane.
Yeah,
It's insane. But yeah, if you haven't seen Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse,
you fucking pause this. You go watch that shit instead.
it's not worth listening to anymore.
Beyond this point.
Jesus. Yeah. Do something good with your life.
Yeah.
You watch that movie.
Twice or
20
times. Yeah.
20-ish.
That's good.
Yeah.
I think 20 is a good number.
Yeah.
Because then you get started.
Yeah,
and
yeah. Then you
can-
start
yeah,
noticing
then-
the good stuff.
The good stuff.
Yeah. No, it's fantastic.
Like even my wife loved it. Like she usually
That actually does say a lot.
it does say a lot
Yeah.
because she's not that type of person. She'd watch the Disney movies
Mm.
because she's accustomed to that. But this movie, like without like exaggerating, I think is one of her favorite ones.
Oh,
and it's
really?
Spider-Man. My wife does not have love for Spider-Man.
I haven't I'm almost too afraid to show Santa this. Like
Yeah.
because it's too deep in
Yeah.
a way. Like it even goes deeper than Star Wars for me, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which
No,
is
this one resonates.
weird.
Like I think this is like if I had a top 3 it is my top favorite animated movie
Yeah.
by far because it doesn't have things that annoy me
No.
at all.
There's
You know
nothing
what I mean?
shoved in your face. There's no hidden agenda.
No,
There's
it's just
it's
the
just
story that they're
a
telling.
great
Yeah,
movie, and it takes, like you said, perfect time with everything. Like it's just enough time with each character.
Yeah.
There's so many characters, but you don't really care too much about them more than they tell you. Like
Yeah.
it just steers you in the right direction constantly, and it's so well navigated, well written, well animated, in so many different ways as well. Like there's just levels and
I'm
layers.
just hearing Nicolas Cage.
Yeah.
Sometimes I hold a match just to feel
just to feel something.
Yeah,
it's
It's
perfect.
so good.
It's,
Yeah.
Is this purple?
yeah. Oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, let's move on.
Yeah, moving on.
I haven't seen any. I saw another episode of
Nine-Nine?
Brooklyn Nine-Nine,
Of course.
and then I fell asleep. I don't remember if I fell asleep at the end of the episode or in the middle.
Well, at least you saw something.
But it was with what's that guy? The crazy guys. Pimento. He's back.
Oh yeah. Oh,
he's
I
back.
love that dude too. He is.
It's Pimento in Memento.
He's Greek.
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
That
you-
is the
you knew
weirdest
that?
thing.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
because I looked him up when he was in Parks and Rec,
Oh yeah.
and I was like, he's Greek.
Yeah, because he's got this weird like you
Yeah.
can't really tell where he's from.
Yeah.
But
That's
yeah.
why I looked him up as well.
Yeah. He's got the curly hair, kind of, but
But yeah.
is he Jewish?
But
No.
this episode was fun. It was sort of Memento with Pimento.
Oh, okay.
Which was fun.
Nice. Yeah. Fuck. What was the last one I saw with him? It was the he was
when they broke up.
It was he was complaining about the bachelor party. No. He had a different job as what was he? Like he wasn't a police officer anymore. He was investigating
But he was a private
insurance fraud or something like that.
Shit, I don't remember.
Oh yeah, with Charles food truck burning down.
Oh shit! Yeah, that
And
was
he-
ages ago. Yeah.
So that was like the last time I remember him.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even remember
still.
what season that was.
But
Maybe.
he steals every episode. Like he's just
No, he's a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a
I love him.
character.
He's a character. Yeah, fuck.
I don't
probably
think I've
saw-
seen anything else. Like, really haven't. Like, old stuff I've seen.
Yeah, I've gone back and started watching Full Metal Alchemist again a little bit, and like just
Yeah, and I saw Kung
Pieces.
Fu Panda.
that's awesome though. I love
It is
the
actually
intro of
the-
Kung Fu Panda is like the best
Dude,
thing
yeah.
ever.
It is really good. And I was so disappointed that they didn't follow up with that on the second one. And they
Yeah.
did something like, it doesn't feel close to the first one.
No, but I still enjoyed. Well,
No,
I've
it is
enjoyed
good.
all
It
of
is.
the
No,
Kung
I
Fu
enjoy them
Pandas,
all
but-
as well.
but the
But the
first
first
one
one
is timeless.
is so good.
Yeah.
Like, the 3D is starting to
yeah.
age.
But again, the
But
story
it's-
there is.
But the
great.
story's solid.
Yeah.
Like, it is so good. Like, and yeah, that movie is still, like, even, like, we were sitting there, me, my wife, and my son, and just, like, this movie's so good. Like, it is so fucking good. It has so many, like, the Spider-Man movie,
Yeah.
it is so well written and knows what it's trying, like,
Yeah.
the story it wants to tell.
Plus the
And-
comedic timing and stuff is
it's
so great as well.
Perfect. Like, my son, for the longest time, he's like, I don't dream about noodles. You know, that like, it is such a fucking iconic scene. And then he does the, you know, like, ooh, kung fu.
Kung fu. Yeah.
Just like that. Yeah.
Oh, so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to rewatch it.
No, actually, that scene, it has such a nice timing that when the chair fails to explode and then it picks up, you know, they let it run for long enough for you to sort of like,
Kind of
okay,
forget about
yeah,
it.
or like let it go, or like, and then it happens anyway. Yeah. So it's really good. And also, every time the chair disappears
Yeah,
underneath him,
yeah,
me, my son,
disintegrates.
everyone's like, because it's such a satisfying little pause there
Yeah.
that I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Just the timing is perfect in that movie
Yeah.
about basically everything that he does.
I'm trying to remember the line when just from the
Dude, I've
the
seen it
intro
mostly
scene.
in Swedish
Oh,
now,
yeah.
but
It's like
I heard you like to chew.
on my fist or
Yeah,
something. You know,
yeah.
something like that.
We saw it in Swedish this time, so
Ah.
I've only seen it in English like twice. So yeah, and then a million times in Swedish.
Of course. I thought you said Swedish just now, but
Oh shit!
English.
Yeah,
no,
English twice,
Swedish.
Swedish a lot of times.
There you go. Fantastic. Yeah, I have not seen anything spectacular apart from what I just said.
Yeah, we were gonna watch a movie, but we saw no movie because we
So-
both fell asleep.
B movie. All right. Should we dive into
Season finale
holy crap?
of WandaVision.
We made it.
To the very end of this 9 episode
9 episodes.
show.
Yes. All
So,
right.
for those of you that don't want to get this spoiled,
Even though if it's a week late. But
yeah,
yeah.
but
But yeah, spoiler alert for WandaVision season finale and pretty much the whole season, I guess,
yeah.
more or less. If you are into the Marvel universe at all and want to know kind of where it's going,
I want to. Didn't you do the last time?
Yeah, I think so.
Fuck.
Every time. I recommend you see the show because even if it feels like kind of far stretched, it still is, I think, like the spark that will ignite whatever comes next.
Yeah.
So that's what it feels like.
Dude, this is like those in between movies. This is like an in between show. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And it's so ballsy for them to do this.
Yeah.
Truly. Again, like we talked about this last time, there was going to be some huge twist or something.
Yeah.
And
That was a mistake on
yeah,
our side.
Yeah, big time. Like nothing.
No big twist.
No
It
big
was
twist.
basically what you expected it to be.
Yeah, and that was a big sort
Yeah.
of, I'd say, a big minus from my
Yeah,
side.
yeah, but
I-
that's because we made the mistake of expecting.
yeah, exactly.
stuff,
You should never
so.
expect anything.
But they built it up like it
Yeah,
as well, because every
exactly.
time at the end of every episode you got some. But I think that's where I don't know if I would feel the same way because I fell asleep before the end credits.
Yeah, you missed the
I missed the
last
end credit.
The
Yeah,
end credits.
end credit.
Yeah, exactly. So that's also to anybody that saw the season finale but missed the very last end credit scene. There's two end credit scenes. If you didn't see the one where you zoom into this house in the middle of like
I'll start watching it right
nowhere.
now.
Then spoiler alert for you too.
Yeah.
But that's where like the really big stuff happens.
I guess the cliffhanger happens. Yeah.
It's just something very interesting going on with that, those last frames, and that's been consistent throughout this whole fucking show. It's always been like the last minute that's been this
the most exciting one.
Yeah.
Yep. I think out of every episode, 10 seconds in the end is where the excitement happens.
Yeah. But
just like, have you seen Bland? And then like, and then
flavor,
and then the like end credits. You're like, what?
Wait! I just
yeah.
Let's go.
Every episode.
Yeah, every episode. But all right. So, what did you think? Like all in all, of I guess the finale,
dude.
Apart from not seeing that,
except for the crying part, it was good.
Yeah,
that was the weirdest thing. Like I was looking at it kind of disconnected at first, but then kind of you notice where it's going. It's the last episode. And, from the start, I was like, this is not going to last.
Yeah.
So why did you create kids?
Yeah, yeah.
But, yeah, the story progresses, and you just get closer and closer to the point you're expecting. And you know where it's going. And I was like, yeah, but I don't care. And then you get closer and closer. And they've already got you by that point.
Yeah.
So I watched it, and I just like, I got to the point and I was like, tears, you son of a bitches.
Yeah, here we go.
And then like when I finished the show and I didn't see the last end credit scene because I thought it was over. And also I had been fighting sleep. And then, of course, I logged into Instagram to check, nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And then I see Kevin Smith with tears in his eyes. And then I scroll down a bit. I'm like, this fucker also watched WandaVision.
That's where I started.
Oh, that's where you started. That's where I ended. Yeah.
So we were having those just casual drinks.
Yeah.
And then I was slowly scrolling through Instagram, and then I see Kevin Smith with tears, and I'm like, what the fuck now?
Yeah.
And then I read that just watched WandaVision for the third time. And he was still like, I'm like, no, like, fuck, I totally forgot this was on the Friday.
Yeah, on Friday.
I'm like, shit. Like, no, Kevin, no, why did you do this?
Kevin. No, dude, as soon as I saw him crying, I was like, I know exactly what he's about.
Yeah. And then I jumped into it, but I was very drunk at that point, so I didn't continue, and then jumped back on it the day after. So not only knowing that, but I also had that sort of hangover anxiety type thing when you're like a little bit more emotional or sensitive. Yeah. So, I was crying like a fucking baby. It was
I love
horrible.
That Santa heard you cry.
Yeah, that was the worst. Because I thought she was like asleep. So I went up and I'm like, then that gives me time to watch the episode. Sat and watched it. And I think she knew I was going to watch it anyway. So she stayed in bed. But so she came out and she's like, did you watch the episode? I'm like, yeah. Were you crying? I'm like, yeah. She's like, yeah, I thought I heard you sniveling. So I'm just sitting there.
I don't care.
Trying not to make noises because I kind of knew she was awake, but it's so pathetic.
Yep.
But
but that's the way you watch movies.
Yeah, that is the
otherwise,
way.
Or shows, otherwise there's no point.
This is the way.
This is the way.
Yeah.
Indeed.
But no, it's just like when you can get into the mind space of understanding where she is and what she's going through and all of this. Like, it's such an extremely over-the-top story and all of this. Like, it's so crazy.
Of course.
But it's still rooted in human emotions.
Yeah, of course.
And I tried to explain this to Sana as well. Because we are huge geeks. Like, there's no getting around that. But when if you peel away the layers of the stupid costumes and all of that stuff, it's a story about a woman that's lost everything and just did everything in her power to get it back a second, you know.
And then having to let it go, basically.
Exactly. And it's so, it builds up so perfectly with the walls closing in and all, it's just, and the music is fantastic.
Yeah, it's all just terrible.
Yeah.
Done, but terrible.
Yes. So it's it starts off, you start crying a bit, and then you can breathe a little, and then it comes again, and it just keeps.
And unlike my dead wife, or like dead inside wife, when we watched Logan and she was like, it was unrealistic. I was like, we're watching Wolverine and you're complaining about unrealistic. Like,
yeah. There's not many times I would say it's okay to hit a woman.
No. No. So wrong. But yeah, my wife is dead inside.
Yeah.
All I'm saying.
Yeah, definitely.
So never going to watch anything cool with her again.
No. Well, I mean, makes sense. She did this to herself. Yeah. I am also waiting to show Santa Logan because that's also deep cuts. Like, it hurts.
Yeah. No.
In that
one.
Deep cuts. Yeah.
I saw it with a bunch of dudes at the cinema during lunch at work.
And everybody's crying.
No, I don't know if they cried. I cried. I was
okay.
Like,
yeah.
I was like, bruh. Because I was not like, the way the movie starts, you don't expect to cry.
No, of course not.
You're like, yeah, snicked. I've been waiting for this for like over a decade, you motherfuckers. Where like Wolverine's claws have consequences. Yeah. No, but just fucking consequences for adamantium claws.
Yes.
You talk about this fucking metal that can like destroy everything.
Yeah.
And then they're just like mittens in basically all the movies up to this point.
Yeah, and now it's just
and then when he
gnarly fucking
cuts
everything.
Cuts everything. Yeah.
Everything.
Just like that's how that works.
And then the scene when he has to pull it out, like he's getting like
so painful.
Kind of rusty and old. Mm-hmm. Like that whole movie is rusty and old. It's
dude.
So, again, perfect.
And then Xavier.
So yes. Oh my God.
The best fucking thing ever.
Oh, and that's such. Yeah, that's
because there he feels like a real person. Like the Xavier he plays is fine, but that is Xavier to me.
Yeah.
Like this crazy.
Oh yeah,
old
I
man
saw Days of
and
Future
everything.
Past as well.
With
Santa, and she didn't fall asleep or walk away.
That's weird.
Pretty amazing. That's why I forgot it. I was like,
was
we
like,
didn't see that. We couldn't have. That couldn't have happened. Anyways,
how did she do that? I was like, she didn't like the other stuff,
but that introduced her to Logan, I guess, Wolverine. So
now
I
you
guess,
can watch a good one.
Yes, but yeah, that for sure is also one of the favorites. Like.
No, but again, they tackled some topics, that aren't being tackled. Because the other ones feel like entertainment, where that one has, like it has the Alzheimer's and superpowers kind of angle.
It's brilliant.
And all that. I don't know if he had Alzheimer's, but whatever he had, some
dementia,
brain. Yeah, that's it. And it's just such a cool story. Yeah. And Wolverine has something in his body that he doesn't want to remove that's killing him and creating his healing power to not,
he can't remove his adamantium.
It's an adamantium bullet. That's what it is.
No.
Was it just a normal?
No, his whole skeleton is fused with adamantium. And he's that's...
But the doctor says that he has something. He could remove it. And he's just like, no, he can be saved. I think I even watched some extra stuff.
What?
Yeah, I think so. I need to rewatch it. It's been ages now. But
I
it's a great movie to rewatch.
Yeah,
so.
I think it's just the adamantium, to be honest.
No, I don't think so. Yeah, no, I think it's the thing that's lodged in there that's poisoning him, because the body can't heal, so it's just slowly spreading.
So it's like a cancer. Yeah.
Yeah, but if they remove that thing, it'll heal up. I think so. I think I watched an explanation to that thing. Okay. So I might watch the explanation.
Yeah.
Actually.
Oh, we need to check.
We need
out.
to check
like,
this. Yeah, because
this I've seen it so many times. I've never heard of a bullet lodged in anywhere.
No, but it was something. I don't remember what it was.
Yeah.
But we'll watch it. Yeah. We'll nerd out.
And what's her name? X-23, right?
Yes. Oh man, when's that movie coming?
Exactly.
Is it ever coming now that Fox is part of?
I hope so.
Yeah.
Like, maybe just waiting for her to grow up a little bit more so she can...
Do you think she's going to play the same? I don't think they're...
It would be cool.
It will be super cool if she
Because she's a great actress. Like, she's kept going in...
Damn, her fight scenes in that movie are insane.
I love
Whoever fucking doubles her and the parts that she plays... Awesome.
So good.
Yeah.
Like,
she is the fucking awesomeness in that movie. Like,
or just the little scene when she walks out with the head.
Yeah.
Like when she's eating the cornflakes. Yeah. It's
so good. Yeah.
Dude, brilliant. Genius moves.
Mm-hmm.
I love that.
Yes.
All right. We're derailing the fuck from...
oh, shit. We were on WandaVision.
Yes.
Yeah. Crying was the last thing.
Yeah, crying. We're crying all the time.
Crying free men.
That's crying what we do. Crying. It's crying what we do.
Cool.
Yeah, that didn't work at all. We have finally Paul Bettany's comment makes sense, and that was the biggest fuck you to everybody.
And that's Vision for everyone who doesn't get it.
Yeah. So, if I remember correctly, I saw like a little bit of an interview with him before the show started, or maybe just after the first episode, where he sort of spoiled that.
Yeah, I think you told me about this.
Yeah, I'm sure I mentioned
who it was. Like,
exactly, because that's always been in my mind. Like, who the fuck is it? Like, so he said, like, I finally get to act with somebody that I've wanted to act against forever, or something like that. So in my head, I was like, this has to be, like, Ian McKellen's Magneto, or like, you know, these big actors,
or crossover,
or you know, because the universe is so big now. Like, no, it's himself. It's fucking himself.
Vision meets Vision.
Yes, and literally like fucking himself, fucker. Yes, but you got me, Paul. You fuck. That was really actually smart.
Brilliant.
Yes, very good. I liked the fight. I thought that was interesting, and it's sort of I liked the nod of like him trying to take the Mind Stone, and then he did the vision thing.
Where he phases.
Exactly, because he couldn't do that with Thanos because he was so damaged, I guess. Like, but that they sort of like take that box and like, yeah, he could have done that, just so you know. Like, but. No, a lot of cool stuff, and interesting to see where that goes with the white vision sort of getting the memories and blasting away. Not super sold about the whole look of white vision.
Yeah.
Kind of looks...
But Vision can always change his appearance, so we can have back our Vision, I guess. So it doesn't matter.
But that'll be interesting to see where they take that and explore it. And also really interesting to see where sort of Wanda goes from here. Again, with you not having seen the last part,
you can just spoil it. It's fine. I'll rewatch it just to get the clear picture. But
yeah, so for anybody that hasn't seen it, again, just super spoiler. We've said it 50 billion times.
Spoiler.
But so you have you get this nice view of, I think it's probably Canada, like mountains, trees. And then you zoom into this one little cottage on almost like a deserted little island.
I'm just seeing that picture from, when Thanos sits alone at that little cottage.
But it almost feels like that.
She just moves in there.
Yeah, she moved to a different
superhero cottage.
Planet. But no, so she's like secluded herself from everything. And you zoom in and she's on the porch drinking some tea. And then there's like water boiling inside, so she goes in. You follow her in, she goes into the kitchen, and we go into the bedroom, and there is Wanda Maximoff as the Scarlet Witch, hovering in the air, reading I don't remember what the
spell book.
Yeah, that spell book that
Harkness had. Spell book.
Yes, and learning, I guess, from it. So it's like, it's such
But has she sort of, because you don't know if
scene.
it is...
Like, is that... She looks kind of evilish, to be honest. But then you also, like, at the very end, of course, again, with not having any flavor, and then, like, smack in your face, nachos, or something. Nachos. I can never talk.
Robert's favorite snack.
Yeah, I think I'm getting dementia.
Dementia. Just like everything.
But yeah, you hear her kids screaming for help from, like, they're still alive.
Trapped somewhere.
Yes. But if you are into the comics, or have seen the things that I've sort of recommended, you know that the kids are made from bits of the demon Mephisto, which is like the Marvel Universe's equivalent of the devil, more or less. So this is again another theory that's probably going to be wrong, but I'm pretty sure she has let loose Mephisto in releasing the hex that she created, because her powers are so, or like the things that she's done are so advanced and powerful that it doesn't feel like she could have done all of that just by herself.
Mm-hmm.
She probably needed to pull power from some other dimension or something.
Opening a rift somewhere.
Exactly. And then with that came
Fucking up.
the fucking devil,
yeah.
I guess, or some extreme evil. So that's where the next phase starts.
I wonder if the Multiverse of Madness will be sort of like building off of this as well.
I'm
like-
pretty sure. Like, it makes perfect sense, really. Like, to have this to go off of.
I'm super interested to see where they take that movie, though. Like,
Yeah.
It'll be insane.
It's, yeah. And the whole road up to that will
Yeah.
be insane as well. Just like,
But I
what
wonder
are they going to do?
But I'm wondering what will happen with these movies that they keep holding on to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For
that's
release
also-
reasons.
Like Black Widow, for
yeah.
example. Like, it's been done forever now.
Yeah.
We should have gotten it, like,
I don't know why
15 years ago.
why aren't they doing the Disney thing that they did with Raya? But I guess
Exactly.
maybe that's the test.
Yeah.
Because they've
They're
never
like,
done
let's see
this
ho-
before.
let's
yeah.
see how
this
this
is a new
goes.
thing.
Yeah.
Because they released Soul just recently,
And that was for free.
and that was for free.
Yeah.
And now Raya is paid, and it's like a hefty price for it,
Mhm.
and you just rent it basically.
Yeah. And I
Uh,
think, yeah, because they've gone through so much, like the whole hassle of Gina Carano and all of that shit has, like, there's, I don't know, Disney Plus isn't really going super well, or it is.
What do you mean? It's going super well.
Yeah, but like they lost a shit ton of followers thanks
for
to all
the
of that,
Gina Carano,
and
dude.
all of that bullshit in general.
No,
Like,
no. I think
it's-
Disney is. That is no problem.
No,
It's
I
a
mean, they
short-term thing.
They still have fuck you
Dude.
money. Like,
No, but I think all these people that sort of unsubscribed, they're
They'll
gonna
be
come back. They're
Oh, yeah.
they're gonna come
they'll
back.
always come back
Yeah, with like paying double. Like
Yeah.
I definitely think that
for
that-
sure.
Like, oh, okay, I want to see this,
Yeah.
and I can't be bothered to download. I'll just pay again. Like,
They're like,
They're
they
gonna
have
come-
Star now. Yeah.
no, but I definitely think they'll be back. That's the thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Like Disney has such a not monopoly, but
Well, yeah,
but
they kinda do.
kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
And they're just gonna come back because there's nowhere else to go. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
they're-
what are they gonna do?
yeah.
like-
If you want to see this shit, it's gonna be here.
They have fucking everything.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
along with the fuck you money, they also own everything.
Yeah, your soul.
Yeah. So it is.
Yeah, yeah, but
There's nowhere to run.
hopefully that will let them at least release the movies.
Yeah.
But it is a fucking shame that you can't, open up cinemas and do all of this stuff that we miss so very, very much.
Yep.
But I mean, you can't deny the fans.
They can apparently
Yeah, well, yeah.
with
you-
said fuck you money.
I was just gonna say, like, yeah,
Yeah.
you can do whatever you want with that.
And I'm wondering sort of like because what these movies cost, they have
Yes.
a nice little price tag on them to
Mhm.
make.
I think that's
So-
what they get in every month from Disney Plus, probably.
Probably.
Yeah.
Just like every month they get one of these movies. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I don't know for how long do you want to hold this movie? You know what I mean? Because
Just like we
Is it-
talked about with the when you ha-
artwork.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. I draw that parallel immediately with like how long is it gonna be good?
Yeah.
Because movies age, just like Kung Fu
Poorly, yeah,
Panda,
yeah.
like you said, like these
If-
effects and
Yeah.
this
And
this.
the only reason why you don't care about the effect is because you saw it when it came out and it was awesome.
yeah,
And right now it has aged. But if you release something with crappy effects, that you've given it the time to age beyond,
yeah, then
But I guess where DC and Marvel differ is that Marvel's CGI department is so much better.
yes, it's very
Uh,
strange.
It's so strange, yeah. But it's like
Yeah.
Disney bought everything and whatever else was left behind, just like go to DC.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense. Plus, I mean, Disney has Lucas.
Yeah,
Lucas
I
is
guess, yeah.
pretty much the animation geniuses
But-
of the planet. So
Because I know that Industrial Light and Magic, ILM, they do a lot of the Star Wars stuff.
they were
But do
spawned
they-
from Star Wars.
Yeah,
That's where
exactly.
It all
That's
began.
what I know, and because I met one of the guys from there at Troy, but I was thinking that, like, are they part of anything else like the Marvel
Pixar.
stuff?
Pixar and The Marvel stuff, I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah,
But I'm pretty sure they are.
maybe. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't seen it. I haven't read it in the end credits because I know they have
They
an
are-
awesome art team. For
They are
the
kind
Marvel
of
stuff.
connected to Disney, and I'm pretty sure Disney's just gonna be like, well, you do this. and
Yeah,
this and
yeah,
this.
Disney's
There's-
just like
Yeah. Like you got Mickey sitting there, like you do this and you do this. You make this animation.
Hey Pluto, here's cash from money.
Yeah. Woof.
It's so heavy and just bills.
Oh yeah, exactly.
It's stacks.
It's just data. It's just the numbers on your screen.
Jesus.
That's how much it weighs. Yeah, that was the stupid.
Servers
God.
of money, Bitcoin.
Yes.
Cool.
All right. Yeah.
But yeah, super excited to see what will come of all of this. Like,
Very. And super excited to see Falcon and the Winter Soldier. That's premiering.
not
I guess.
excited about that one.
Have you seen the trailer?
No, because I
There you
didn't
go.
know there was a trailer.
There's many, I know.
Oh shit.
Many
Out there.
Yes. No, I
Uh,
think two. Like
Okay. Yeah, I'll check them.
it,
I'll check them out.
Yeah.
I haven't seen a lot of trailers lately. Like I'm the trailer guy, but haven't seen a lot of trailers.
Now your trailer trash.
Trailer trash. Terrible. We should make a website called Trailer Trash and then just post trailers that are, for
Trashy.
creepy movies. Yeah, crappy movies, not creepy movies.
Oh, you wanted to like trailer trash movies?
Mm-hmm.
What would that be? Give me an example.
Trailer trash movies. I
Like-
fucking know. American Pie 5.
Bandcamp.
Bandcamp. Yeah, exactly. Whatever the fuck it's called.
That movie that thinks it's funny, but it's not.
Yeah, dude. I
all
think
of
I've
those.
seen the first 3.
Of the American Pies.
Yes, I think the first and second one were like, of course you had to see them. They came,
when we
at
were
that.
at that age.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then Wedding came. I think that's the third one. You son of a bitch.
Probably.
Yeah, that was the doorbell. By
That was
the
the
way.
doorbell.
Yep.
Yeah.
But I think the third one is Wedding, or is it the fourth one? I saw
Could
it with
be
a.
fourth.
I saw it with a pretty girl, so I didn't choose it. Son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch.
Doorbell again.
Doorbell.
Doorbell again.
God damn it!
Doorbell.
Get the door.
It's fine. Yeah, and
Yeah.
end of the podcast. It's all
yeah,
fine.
nobody's listening.
It's all good. Shortest episode, almost. No,
Almost.
last one was shorter.
Awesome. But yeah, no, I got nothing.
I
I
got
got
nothing.
nada.
Yep.
And
We can't get lower than American Pie 4 or 5 or how many 6.
Yeah,
Maybe.
exactly. I mean, that's the lowest of the low.
Because
so.
there is an American Pie with some guy that like not even the original
Yeah,
cast.
th-
It's
but
like
that's
Sherman or someone.
the
like,
Bandcamp one.
Is that the
it's
one
like
with
American-
Sherman?
Yeah.
Shermanator. Okay, cool.
Oh, there's probably more.
Dude, I feel like there is one after Bandcamp. Like, okay, before we end this, let's check how many American Pie movies there are, and then end on that low note.
Just to keep it low.
American. I can't even spell correctly. American Express? No, American Pie movies. Shit, the first one came out in '99. Okay, let's see how many there are. There are a total of. I don't want it in Swedish. I want it. Okay, so American Pie 1, 2. American Wedding is the third one, the last I saw. Then there's
Nice.
Reunion.
Yeah, that's
And
what I
then
thought.
there are some spin-offs or something. Cool. Let's see. Cast production. Yeah, there we go. Let's see. Okay, these movies suck. I don't even care. Yeah.
So
So there's at least 4
there, yeah, fantastic.
and some spin-offs apparently. I don't know what the spin-offs
So we just saved your week. Now you got
do not
great movies to watch. Yeah, I'm sure they've held up fantastically. Yeah, no. Like
yeah.
I revisited the first American Pie like a couple of months back. Like
Why?
I
How
got-
did you end up there? Like,
I
can
thought
you talk
like,
me through it? Like, what happened in your life that was so bad you ended up with American Pie?
It popped up and I was like, oh, I haven't seen this in a while. And yeah.
The pie fucker, eh?
Yeah, the pie.
I wonder if
fucker.
that movie, like, it must have ruined his career. I think he's talked about it on.
Well, he did a couple of movies after that,
Yeah, I know, but
they were all the same. Like
I
he
think
didn't,
there's
he didn't
even-
fuck any more pies.
no, but I think there's even one where they joke about him being the pie fucker.
Oh, I'm sure.
I just can't like place it in my head, but it is like, hey, aren't you the pie fucker or something like that?
That sounds
Not
like
in
something
American Pie.
from like a Kevin Smith movie.
Dude, that
I'm
was
sure
exactly what I was thinking as well.
I'm sure it's probably Reboot.
It's probably, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't remember,
Oh,
but
man.
yeah.
Yeah, I need to see that again. I like that one.
Yeah, actually, it might be not the reboot, but the Jay and Silent Bob movie.
Oh, yeah.
Or something like that. Fuck it.
Yeah.
It sounds exactly like that.
Yes.
And with that,
Thank you for listening.
thank you for listening. American Pie. Ugh. Yeah, I was just like, no.
Just totally thrown off.
Yep.
Yeah, no.
I have this bad taste in my mouth.
And headaches and
And
Mondays and all but happy days.
I have nothing to say because it all smells like
Just
pies.
stop fucking singing so we can say goodbye.
Goodbye,
Yes, goodbye,
motherfuckers!
everybody. Yeah, have a great week. Thank you.
Awesome.